Well, what's the haps and the craps, YouTube? Um, just thought I'd do a quick video and give a little update of what's going on here. Man, I'm trying to do a little more video recording, but it's not working out well. So here we are, 2 weeks later. Anyway, anyway, so I ordered all the pieces for the buggy. That was my last video. I think it was a little short, and so I was waiting for the last piece to come in, and I checked the tracking, and it hadn't even reached the U.S. yet. So I'm like, well, it's going to be a while. When I got home today, it's there. Yep. So that's the last daggone piece that I was waiting for. The other one that was on the buggy that went through an unfortunate situation does not sit flat any longer. Where this sits flat. It's very nice. Yeah, this one's toast. I didn't realize how toast it was until, yeah, let me look at that. Yeah, anyway, toast. Yeah, so between GTB racing, tit racing, FLMLF, FLMFL, what is it? Let's see, we're gonna go through all the parts and see what we got here. All right. So let's see what we got. I took the spur cover off because I got a new spur and pinion for this, and we'll go over that. Anyway, so yeah, look at that. We got so what happened was my brother-in-law Cesar hit a rock, and he destroyed the shock, one of the shocks on this bad boy. Oh, it's down there. Anyway, he destroyed the shock. And I looked and I could not find them in just pairs. So we ended up getting all four, which is just fine. I appreciate it. Got all four of those. I think that's all that's in here. Shocks. Yep. So brand new front and rear shocks. We're gonna get those installed. We'll get those filled up. What I'll be doing is the 20 weight fork oil for a motorcycle. I got the GTV Racing. I'm gonna put this over here. Shock tower. So again, this had the GTV Racing shock tower already on it. It got mucho tweaked. You can see that right there. Twisted in like that. This, I got a new this because that is bent, and I don't know if it'll bend back. Just in case, it was like $8. So we did get a new piece for just in case that, whatever the hell that is. Front bulkhead type. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that. Let me know in the comments what that piece there is called. But anyway, so this got really tweaked. This might be salvageable. I might actually keep this just in case. I don't know. I'm weird. I keep pieces, and I have to totally assemble it. So I might keep that. But that's what's in here. Is from the GTV Racing new front shock towers. Showed you that. We have rear GTV Racing. We have the rear aluminum arms. So I'm going to go ahead and get those installed this time. I've had these for ages. When I got the buggy, it was destroyed, so I had to replace the chassis. And it had the aluminum front arms on it, which I had to get replacements for. These are not GTB Racing, which matches those, but I don't care. That's fine. This is what was available without buying front and rear arms, because that's all that was available. So from Tit Racing, we got the front upper and lower arms to go with the rear upper and lower arms, all aluminum. We've already got the rear deck, rear upper deck. So the front upper deck thing there is going to be aluminum. I got this is that right there, whatever that is called. Yeah. Anyway, that got that. Also aluminum from Tit Racing, I believe. No, GTB. No, probably Tit Racing or FLMFL. I got this. So the steering bell crank was jacked on the last, or the last one was, because again, we had a collision. So I went ahead and got the upgraded aluminum steering bell crank this time for this bad boy, and we'll be placing that in there like so. And yeah, so nice little upgrade there, I think. We'll see. Hopefully it lasts. I got, because the clutch shoes, I mean, I need to do some adjustment. So I'm not sure, but I need to dig into here. It is dusty every time I go. I mean, just like, I think extra dusty. It just feels like it. So I went ahead and made sure that I have a extra clutch, pair of clutch shoes for that. I've heard the Red Spring 8,000 RPM is the way to go. So that's what we've got. I have the bell for that, just in case. Just, it doesn't hurt to have that. So the there it is, FLMLF. Yeah, racing. And then this. So the spur on here, I mean, it's in good shape. It is probably original. I think original plastic. It's in good shape. I got a good mesh. Very good mesh. Anyway, it's in good shape. However, as a backup for when that gives, because it is plastic, I went ahead and got a metal spur with another pinion. And I believe it's the same. It's a 19... I believe it's the same as the one that's on here. Oh, no, it's not. We're gonna have fun. So it's a little bigger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is great. So the pinion is actually a little bit bigger. So we'll have to get that all set, reset the mesh, and see what we do with this. Why not, right? Anyway, so we'll get that installed with our, well, we might get this installed. I might wait on this. We'll see. And then, of course, the beginning. We got our chassis. So when I was watching Cesar do this, it didn't look like he had that big of a hit. To me. To have this drastic of an issue, because I mean it tore. So to try to prevent that for next time, we went ahead and got this. And this is not aluminum. This is metal, steel, hardened steel. That will go on here. Will go on here to prevent that shit from happening again. At least that will be a lot stronger. So it's going to mount down here. There's a couple spots. I need to drill it. Mount a couple spots here, places for the servo or the steering bell crank. It'll mount up through here. I think I'm going to have to use longer, just a, a millimeter, 2 millimeter longer screws or bolts for putting that up. I'm not sure if that little plastic piece will fit up there any longer, wherever that is, because that is of a certain depth, but I might be able to grind it out just so it fits. We'll see, because I sure would like it up there. I feel it's appropriate to have on there. We'll see. But those parts are still good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay tuned. I hope it's not weeks and weeks and weeks until this gets done. I'm limited on space up here. I'm going to be taking a trip to Harbor Freight very soon and getting a taller bench to add in here. We'll figure out where. It might be over here somewhere. But a taller bench, an additional bench that I can spread my shit out on. That's probably not a good idea. Anyway, here we are. We're gonna do it. Yeah. So that's the update. That's the short version of what we have going on with the Rovin 5B. I think this weekend there might be a new addition coming to the fleet. We will see. I've got a thirst for another fifth scale, and I've got a eye on something that it's a good deal. And it's pretty cool. I need 4-wheel drive. So I've got this 2-wheel drive buggy, but I'm a 4-wheel drive guy. I mean, if you look, the vehicles are 4-wheel drive except for the Slash, which I still need to work on getting going. But the Red Cat, anyway, the Slayer, T-Max, Revo, GST, they are all 4-wheel drive beasts. The only 2-wheel drive that I had here was the buggy here. There goes Muller. The buggy here, and it's a lot of fun. But I need a big fifth scale 4-wheel drive, so I've got to beat on something. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is what's happening here. If you have ideas of what else can be done here, let me know. All right, man.